Hey everybody, how are you? Oh wow, I wanted to do this last night, totally ran out of time, so figured I'm gonna get our hummus made this morning so that you guys can see how easy it is to do in this amazing piece of equipment that is on sale, our Deluxe Cooking Blender. Now, I love hummus. Hubby loves hummus. We use it for our snacks, for work, so every Sunday I put together some veggie sticks, I'll do celery and cucumbers and red pepper strips, and I'll put those in a container and add a dollop of hummus for us to enjoy as a work snack, right? Or, well, anytime snack. So it's really easy and it keeps quite a while, so you can actually go ahead and make it ahead, and it'll stay good for about a week and a half. You're okay. I don't put any extra oil or anything in mine, but today I'm going to make it somewhat from the recipe here, and I'm going to modify it because I don't use oils, so you will see that. Let me get this into, hang on just a second here. Ta-da! I get my notification. See, it gives me a notification so I can share this to my VIP page. Oh yeah, look there, there we go. Okay. It's not letting me because I'm not in the right place. Okay, bear with me guys, hang on just a second. For some reason, Facebook is being a little wonky. I'm trying to get this to share, and it's not letting me share. It's not playing nice. So I may just have to record it, or just may have to share it later. Bugger. Alrighty, so, anywho, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the funny thing is, I'm also making chili. You guys know it's meal prep. Sunday is my meal prep day. So I actually just made, oh, that's why, because it's from my different account. So I've already made a pasta dish, and I sent some home with my father-in-law, and oh, there's my thing, there it is. So he's got some extra lunches or dinners with him this week. Let me share, copy link, and I've already got our breakfast made. I do overnight oats. This week is pina colada flavored overnight oats, and they are the bomb diggity. Just saying, it is so good. We got a nice pineapple the other day at Aldi's, so I let that ripen up a little bit and just chopped that up yesterday. And there we go. It's shared to my VIP page. Sorry, hubby's been out snow blowing, so hang on just a second. All right, so with this hummus, I kind of boo-booed. I used all my garlic. Me run out of garlic. That never happens, right? I never run out of garlic. Well, I ran out of garlic. So that's at the top of my grocery list for later today. So I'm gonna have to resort to garlic powder in my hummus, but it'll still be the same flavor. We'll deal with it, but I much prefer fresh garlic. So hey, hubby's in. He's a good dog daddy. He went ahead and snowblowed paths for the dogs because the snow was getting deep. So yeah.
That's Lacey's butt.
Yeah, I know, right? Poor
Lacey,
Lacey, she's got short legs. So our one dog, she got really short legs. So it's so funny because it's right up to her hoodilly. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead and make our hummus, and I'm gonna go sort of off of the recipe. You get a recipe right in the cooking guide for the blender. It is so easy to do, and also the roasted red pepper and walnut dip is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I did a vegan pasta primavera, so there's no fats, there's no oils or anything like that in it, except for ground cashews. And I ground the cashews in the blender, so it basically kind of made a cashew flour. I didn't grind it enough to make a cashew butter, just flour, like consistency. And then I also, it called for oat flour. I don't have oat flour, so I put some oats in here, whizzed them up on the grind setting, and let her go. It takes just a couple of minutes, and you've got really super soft oat flour. Now, if you've ever felt oat flour or whole wheat flour, it's kind of rough. It doesn't have that silky feel that an all-purpose flour or a bread flour has. Well, it did yesterday. It was pretty cool, not gonna lie. I haven't ground oat flour in this in quite a while. This was one of the first electrics that I ever got with Pampered Chef. So this is the oldest of my babies. So, you know, I still haven't named her. Some people name them. I'm like, I still haven't done that yet. All right, so the recipe calls for a can of chickpeas and a can of Great Northern beans. I always do my beans from dry. So the quick cooker or the multi-cooker I keep getting used to multi-cooker thing. It has been running nonstop this morning. So I've made 4 different kinds of beans, plus I've steamed off some sweet potatoes in it, batch after batch after batch, and no overheating, no nothing. It's amazing. So we had a can of chickpeas, basically, the equivalent, and a can of Great Northern beans. And I've saved some of the aquafaba from the chickpeas, which is gonna go in there too to help thin it out a little bit. And lemon juice. It calls for olive oil, which I'm not going to use the olive oil. I am going to use tahini instead. Now the tahini that I have has no added oil, so it is just nothing but the sesame seeds. So the sesame seeds do produce some oil once they're toasted and then ground. So there's the natural oil in the sesame seed, and that's all we're going to use. So I'm going to use that in place of the olive oil. And it calls for garlic and then sesame seeds also if you want to add sesame seeds to it, but the tahini will take care of that too. And salt. And you can use this with naan bread if you want to make some naan bread or make your own pita bread, or you can buy pita bread, doesn't matter, pita chips, your veggie strips, you want to do celery, cucumbers, get that crinkle cutter out and have fun with it. Make it a fun snack for your kids. Your kids like hummus. Today I'm going to do a little alternate add-in. I'm going to add in some fire roasted red peppers. So I love roasted red pepper hummus, and it's so simple. So let's go ahead and start with our beans. I have a little bit more beans here than I need because, like I said, it's eyeball equivalent, sort of. So we're gonna load up our chickpeas first. Oh, sorry, water first. 1/4 cup of water. See, I almost forgot. And you can use veggie broth. If you wanna use veggie broth, you can do that. So I'm gonna load up my chickpeas and then my Great Northern beans that I also did in the multi-cooker. Yeah, we're just gonna load it all. We're gonna go. I'll add a little bit more liquid and it'll be fine. It's so flexible. That's the great thing. It's just totally flexible. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add everything. I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the liquid from the reserved chickpeas. I'm not gonna add it all, I'm gonna save some of it. And if I need some more, I can go ahead and I can always use water or I can use a veggie broth. I'm gonna add in a portion of these peppers. These peppers are huge. I've never, ever seen roasted red peppers, jarred roasted red peppers, and it was like whole ginormous peppers. And I'm not gonna need that much, so we're gonna cut a chunk off. And I'm gonna use that. Oh, maybe. Told you it was huge, right? I think I can cut the whole way. This is a huge pepper. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna plop that down in there. Now I'm gonna plop in some garlic and I'm gonna eyeball it. I look brand new. I haven't even used this one. Now you could use, like I said, I would normally use fresh garlic. I have not done that because I'm out. So if you're just joining us, I'm gonna put about a teaspoon. I'm going to add our tahini. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of tahini, and it's going to be really thick there. It does settle, so if you buy it in a can, make sure that you stir it up every now and then when you use it so that you can get all that goodness. Because otherwise you're going to be left with a gob of really hard tahini in the bottom. Oops. Yes, I know, I hit the lid. I think it likes my watch. All right. Okay, so we've got all of that in there. A little bit of lemon juice. And you can use fresh lemon if you would like, or bottled lemon juice. So it's calling for 2 tablespoons. And I think I'm gonna need the hubster on this one. Oh, there we go, we got it, we got it. Hey, Andy Barr, how are ya? Okay, we're just gonna do 2 tablespoons in this little teeny tiny measuring cup. It's got tablespoons on it, so we're gonna go right to 2 tablespoons. There we go. I love this little measuring cup. This is our easy read measuring cup set. And this is the little teeny tiny one. So we're gonna pop that in there. All right, add a little bit more roasted red pepper. I haven't decided yet. So your blender, if you purchase a blender, if you don't have it or you had it on your wish list and you're ready to make the plunge, it's on sale right now. Huge sale. Plus I have a party going on that everybody gets 25% off. So we can pop it in there and you get an even bigger discount. It comes with a boilover guard that goes in the top of your blender, your lid, your blender, your tamper. And this little doodad is awesome. This is a long skinny scraper and it's very rigid. It's made out of silicone, so it scrapes the inside in between these little ribs very easily. So we're gonna pop the lid on, pop it in place. It will not start until you have that lid completely in place. It's a great safety feature. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose our setting. And this is gonna be done on the grind setting. So we have the settings that use the heating element significantly. So our soup, our heated puree, jam, sauce settings. We also have a smoothie, alternative milk, grind, and then a heated wash. So these three, the smoothie, alternative milk, and grind, don't use the heater, don't use the heating element, but they do heat up a little bit because of friction. Some of the other blenders out there, the high-speed blenders, actually do heat, but they do it with friction and not an actual heating element. I believe ours is probably the only one out there with a heating element. So that's why the base is much bigger, and you have this glass container instead of plastic. So it's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and set the grind setting, and we don't have to change anything else. So it's all preset, and you push it. It's gonna go for a total of 5 minutes. And there we go. And that's it. So we're gonna let this go. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If I need to add more liquid, I will go ahead and add a little bit more aquafaba, or if I need a little bit more red pepper, I'll add a little bit of red pepper. Whatever you do, you make it yours. It's going to heat up slowly because it's not going to get very hot. It does need to heat it a little bit. There we go. All right, so we're going to let this run, and it's literally going to take 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes, you've got a fresh batch of really yummy hummus. Notice I did not put any oil in it. I did not put the salt in it because we don't do oil and salt. Very seldom when you ever see me use salt on something. Usually I'll do it if it's like a bread or something like that because you need it for that leavening action with the sugar and the yeast. So we're gonna let this go, and then we're gonna come back and I'll show you what it looks like later. All right, but that's how easy it is to make hummus. It takes no time at all. When you buy store-bought hummus, you've got all the other additives, emulsifiers, chemicals, preservatives, and everything else in it. If you're lucky enough to find one that is organic, that just has real food in it, it's really super pricey. So you're better off, if you have our Deluxe Cooking Blender, making it at home. Make your nut butters if you want to make your own peanut butter, cashew butter, almond butter. I make our oat milk in it. I've already made oat milk in this morning. So for our overnight oats. So yeah, it will save you a ton of money. In fact, with the oat milk, because I just talked about this the other day in one of my other videos, the average half gallon of oat milk, or the cheapest half gallon of oat milk that I found, is at Aldi's, and it's $3.49. So you're gonna spend about $4 for a 42-ounce container of old-fashioned oats. That will make 14 gallons of oat milk for $4 and some change versus $3 and some change per half gallon. So yeah, that's a pretty significant saving on the budget, and we're all looking at, the grocery budget, trying to be smart with our food dollars and making sure that we're saving money where we can and still giving our families a good quality, nutritious meal. And this is one thing right here will help you do that. So give me a shout if you want that link or if you want more information. I will certainly do that. And stand by on my VIP page. If you're a member of my VIP page, you'll see a few more videos because we didn't get to record the workshop the other night. So I'm trying to go back and do those recipes that we did in the workshop so you can see all that if you weren't able to make it to the workshop. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let this go. And it's got like just a couple more minutes. It's great. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.